Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am super excited today because I'm going to be bringing you another pump video. I have reviewed in the past the Medela Pump and Style, but this is their newer version of the Pump and Style. It's called the Pump and Style MaxFlow. So today I'm going to be unboxing this and walking you through the parts and the functions of the new Medela Pump and Style MaxFlow. If you're new to the channel, my name is Cassie Reyes. I am a registered nurse, a board-certified lactation consultant, and a new mom, and I'm so happy that you found the channel. All right, so let's just do a little bit of an unboxing here. We have the tubes. We have, oh, these are interesting. These are different for sure. This is a different difference in the model of this one. We're gonna have to try to play around with it and figure out how this works, but it looks like this is where the flange not only inserts, but also it has the membrane that causes suction for the pump. Caps, another bottle, two of the little bottle holder stands. This looks like the AC adapter for plugging it in. This particular one comes with a cooler. This is similar to the cooler I showed with the other Pump and Style. This might be a battery pack. I'm gonna have to play around with this. And last but not least, the pump itself. So it's tiny and compact, and it looks a little bit sleeker, I guess, than the other one that came in the bag. So let's get this all set up and take a look at how it all functions. So here you can see all the things that come in the kit for the Medela Pump and Style MaxFlow. You have your pump, and this is the motor, and this is where the tubes are going to connect. It has 4 buttons that we're going to walk you through in a little bit. Here are your tubes. It is a standard Y tubing, but it does have this little added feature here where it has a hole in the Y part so that you can put one of the tubes in there as a plug and use this as a single-sided electric breast pump. So I'll set that up for you in a second. The pump does come with 2 flange sizes. So these are the flanges. The flanges come in a 24 and a 21. So this is different from other Medela pumps. Usually in the past, Medela has given us a 24 and a 27 millimeter flange. The pump does come with 4 flanges, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna have 4 flanges to use while you're pumping. Remember that each one of these is a different size, and it's really important to find the size flange that works for you. And you may find that the 21 and 24 are both too small for you, and you might need to order up. They also come in a 27 and a 30, and Medela does sell 36s as well. If you are having any trouble figuring out what size flange that you need, I do offer virtual flange fittings, and I'll include a link for that down below. So you can go ahead and set up a quick meeting with me online so that we can figure out how to get you in the right flange size. So the flange on this pump is a little bit different than the others, and I mean all the flanges are compatible with all Medela pumps, but this is a different flange that they've come out with recently that has the rubber around the outside. That's the part that's going to go against you, and it is soft, so I imagine that that's going to feel a little bit more comfortable than the hard plastic, and hopefully it's going to help maintain a better suction as well. You might not be able to appreciate this, but this has more of an oval shape than a round shape that the other flanges have. This can be worn this way or up and down, whichever way feels better to you and whichever way gives you the best suction and the best output. So you play around with that. We have caps for our bottles. The bottles that come with this pump are the standard Medela bottle. So if you have any of these from pumping with other Medela pumps in the past, you're gonna recognize this. It's just your standard Medela bottle. And it does hold, it goes up to 5 ounces of measurement on the side here, but the bottle can hold about 6 ounces. This part is quite different than other Medela flanges or flange holders and suction. To open it up for washing, you're going to pinch these 2 little buttons on the side and pull back, and it's going to open up and you're going to see this diaphragm. And this is actually what causes the suction for pulling the milk out. This is also supposed to serve as a backflow protector and is supposed to prevent milk from flowing back into your tubes. If you notice milk ever flowing back into your tubes, you want to go ahead and turn your pump off immediately, because if any milk goes down the tube and into your pump, the pump is no longer good and it might stop working, but it also means that milk has gotten inside the pump and it can mold and get into the motor. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close this up. And remember to take this all apart for washing. You want to wash everything and sterilize before using the pump for the first time, and then you want to wash between each use, and remember to sterilize everything once a day. The kit also comes with these little bottle holders, so you can either pump with those on if it's comfortable for you, so that it's easy to set your bottles down when you're done pumping and not spill your milk, or you can just leave those on the table while you're pumping and have something to set them into. Let's go ahead and set up our 21 millimeter flanges. So remember, we can either put this on side to side or up and down. I'm just going to put it side to side for now. Our pump is plugged in. I'm going to put this end of the Y tubing into the pump right here. And each one of these is going to go into the back of the bottle. So we have this one plugged into the Y. I'm going to unhook that and plug it into the back of this one. If you did want to do that single-sided pumping, you just wouldn't plug in the second one and you would leave this in here. And that gives you a single-sided pump. So let's go ahead and leave it like that just for simplicity's sake. And before I go ahead and show you the functions of starting to pump with this pump and style, I will mention the 3 other accessories that come along with the pump. You have this really nice over the shoulder bag for keeping everything in. There's a couple of pockets in there for holding your bottles. It has plenty of space for your pump. And since this pump is nice and sleek, I'm sure you would have plenty of room in here for a few diapers and wipes and a change of clothes, which is always important when you're bringing your baby out and about. Or if you're just taking this to work, you can throw your lunch in there beside it, I'm sure. Or if you're using this cooler, then the cooler fits right in there as well. So speaking of the cooler is one of the really cool features of this pump. It comes with this little cube. Open it up. It holds 4 bottles, and it comes with this little ice pack that is made perfectly for the bottles to fit inside. And this is awesome for those of you who are working moms and will be pumping at work. For an 8-hour day, you are usually going to be pumping every 3 hours. So depending on how long it is and how long your commute is, 3 to 4 bottles is probably what you would be pumping in a shift or in a work day. You know what, that reminds me, we can talk about that in another video too. I'm going to do a video on pumping for back to work. And last but not least, the last accessory that comes with this is a battery pack to make it possible to do wireless pumping or pumping on the go. This holds 8 batteries, 8 AA batteries, and it is good for 2 hours of pumping. So that would be probably about 5 or 6 pumping sessions. You may consider using rechargeable batteries just to be a little bit more eco-friendly, because you would go through those 8 batteries pretty quickly. All right, so let's take a look at the pump and how to set it up and how to pump with it. One cool feature of this pump is this little strap that they connected to it. For those of you who are parents, you know how hard it is to carry things around from room to room, especially when you have your baby on your shoulder. So this just helps you kind of loop it around your finger and go from room to room, especially if you're using that battery pack, or it just makes it a little bit more mobile. It makes you a little bit more mobile for getting around. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and turn this on. This pump has 4 buttons. So we have the power button, the letdown button, and the up and down for the suction. When you turn it on, it does start in the letdown phase, just like other Medela pumps. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on. And you're gonna hear a little bit of what this pump sounds like when you use it. It's gonna do the letdown phase for a minute or two, and then it's gonna automatically switch into the expression phase. If you notice that your letdown happens and you just wanna switch over to the expression phase, go ahead and hit the letdown button. If you don't hit that button, it will automatically switch after 2 minutes, I believe. So that will be helpful for those of you who may forget to change. It's easy to do. The suction can be turned down or up using these buttons. Just remember, you never want to cause yourself pain with pumping, so never turn it so far up just to get more milk out if it's causing you discomfort or pain. If pumping's painful, you want to take a look at your suction or your flange size. All right, so I'm going to turn that off. That's it. It's pretty simple. It comes with pretty much everything you need to get off to a good start with pumping. You may need to order another flange size. I believe this pump runs for around $200, and the flanges are about $15 to $20 if you were to need to order another set. I'll include links for the pump and the flanges down below. That's the new Medela Pump and Style in a nutshell. Let me know if you've tried this pump, what you think of it. I haven't personally tried it yet. The suction pattern does sound interesting on it. I have heard mixed reviews on people liking it and not liking it versus the other pump and style, so let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe down below and hit the bell so you're notified each week when I post a new video. I'm also going to include a link down below for my online lactation crash course for new parents to make you feel calm and confident in your early days as a parent. Try to figure out how to feed them and know if they're getting enough to eat. Not only does it include the online self-paced modules, but it includes weekly meeting with me for Q&As to just go over all the questions that you may have come up about infant feeding as you prepare to welcome your baby to the world. All right, thank you guys. I will talk to you all soon, and remember, don't quit on your worst day.